What does upstream and downstream mean in Linux? Imagine a flowing river where water moves from a mountain source down to the sea. In Linux, the terms upstream and downstream work in a similar way, but with code instead of water. When you think about Linux and open source software, it helps to understand how the code travels and changes. Upstream is like the mountain spring where everything begins. It is the original project or source repository where the main development happens. For Linux, this is usually the official Linux kernel maintained by its core developers. They add new features, fix bugs, and improve security right at this source. This is where all the collaboration happens, with developers from around the world contributing. When something is fixed or improved upstream, all the projects that depend on it can benefit later. Downstream is like the river that flows away from the spring and reaches different locations. It refers to the projects or Linux distributions that take the upstream code and modify it to suit their needs. For example, distributions like Debian, Red Hat, or Ubuntu start with the upstream Linux kernel source code. They add their own patches, enable or disable features, and customize it for their specific user base or hardware. These changes then flow downstream to the end users. In the open source world, the flow between upstream and downstream is very important. The upstream project is the main source of innovation and stability. Downstream projects adapt that code to different environments, making Linux flexible and diverse. Sometimes, downstream projects find bugs or add features and send those changes back upstream. This back and forth helps keep the entire Linux ecosystem healthy and secure. Understanding upstream and downstream helps explain why Linux distributions can be so different yet share a common core. Upstream is where the core code is created and improved. Downstream is where that code is customized and distributed to users. This model supports the open source philosophy of shared development, community collaboration, and continuous improvement. It makes Linux a powerful and adaptable operating system for all kinds of users and devices.